Hello class. So I'm going to make a video for you on how to create your dice rhythm matrix solo and how to include that with the accompaniment for today's project. This can get very timely, so I'm going to do my best to abridge it and ask any questions after you've seen the video if you need further instruction. So the first thing to do is open up to 5.2 musical language dice rhythm matrix solo. We're going to scroll down to the together section. This is what we did in class before I let you loose on this project. So we want to use the Roll the Dice app and just click on it. It's just a number randomizer, and we're going to use the one that says 4, and I'll explain what that is for in a second. The next thing we want to do is we want to click on here and download the language dice rhythm matrix. Okay, when you open that up, it'll appear in a new window in Microsoft Office Word, and it should have an enabling edit up here. Click on that so that you can edit and you can type in your name, date, and fill in the sections below. I've already started one, so I'm going to show you the one that I've been working on. So we have a dice, and each number of our dice is going to be decoded into a note value. So we're not going to focus too much on rhythms right now other than quarter notes, which are single notes in a beat, and eighth notes, which are two notes or two sounds in a beat. Okay, so if our tempo is this, a quarter note would get one sound for the beat. But if we had eighth notes, it would get two beats. Okay. We can also use syllables, the syllable ta for quarter note and tt for eighth notes. Okay. So when I scroll down here to some of my matrix that I've already filled out, I have quarter, 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 eighth, eighth. That's going to sound like this. Ta, 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 tt. And I would clap it like this. Ta, 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 tt. Okay. We would do the same thing for the second 4 beats. Quarter, eighth, eighth, quarter, eighth, eighth, which is ta, tt, ta, tt. The third set of 4, which is eighth, eighth, quarter, quarter, eighth, eighth. So you have tt, ta, ta, tt. And then 4 more that I'm going to create and do with you right now. So we're going to go just double check on our decoder. So a 1 is a quarter note, 2 is eighth notes, 3 is a quarter note, and 4 is eighth notes. We're going to go ahead and fill in the last 4 with our decoder. Okay, so I'm going to roll 4 times. Well, let's just roll once first. Okay, so we have a 3. I discover that a 3 equals a quarter note. So I'm going to go over here and double click on it, go to copy, drag it down here, double click again, hit paste. Boom, that note fills in. Let's do the next 3. So I have a 2, a 4, and a 1. So looking at my matrix, 2 is eighth notes, 4 is eighth notes, and 1 is quarter note. So I'm going to double click on the 2, hit copy, scroll down here, paste, yep, paste. And then I know I have 4 and then 1. 4 was eighth note, so I can just double click on it again, paste, and then I can just borrow this one, copy it here, and paste it there, paste. So now we have quarter, eighth, 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 quarter, or ta, t, 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 ta for the end. So this is where I'm coming up with my rhythm that I'm going to use in my solo. Now, this is a 4-bar solo, and it says repeat at least once. So for the instructions, once you get to 16, you're going to go back to 1. Okay. Now, same thing is going to apply. I'm finished with this now. I don't need the dice roller anymore. I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to listen to the accompaniment. Okay, and with that accompaniment, I'm going to go ahead and save, and then I can save it as whatever I want. I've already done that, and then I'm going to upload that into upload that into Soundtrap. Now remember, to do that, you just hit on the import button, choose file, and I called it Song for Father, or whatever you called it, and then I can upload that way, and then it shows up. Okay, I've already got it in there, so I'm just gonna delete this one. Okay, so now is where we can really kind of explore and figure out, okay, how am I gonna get this music to align? So we're listening. We're listening to it. Have a little count in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it looks like it's going to take us from the beginning to 10. That's where we're going to fill in those 8 measures. The first 2 measures, or the first 2 parts, are just accounted from the drummer before we start here. Okay, so this is where I would have an idea of, okay, so when I'm starting to record, I'll do that there. Now, I'm not really good at this yet, the clapping, so I'm going to go ahead and take a minute and practice my clapping. And I can just scroll this up like this, and I can move that down a little bit. That way I can see both things on my screen at the same time, which is very, very helpful. Oh, too big. Oh, wrong thing. Oh, definitely wrong thing. Oh, there we go. Alright. Sometimes you just gotta keep clicking. Alright, so we'll keep it like that. So if I want to just practice, this is how I practice. Ta 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 ti ti ta ti ti ta ti 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 ta ta ti ti ta ti 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 ta 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 ti ti ta ti 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 ta ti ti ta ta ti ti ta ti 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 ta. Woof! It's a little fast. So if I didn't like that tempo and I wanted to adjust it, I could slow this down with the metronome and the tempo right here. Say I want to make it a little bit slower. And I can adjust it, and what that'll do is it's going to slow down this. Hopefully I'll have a little bit more success with it that way. I think I will, but yeah, we'll see. And while it's doing that, I can practice again. Ta, 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 ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, 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 ta, ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, 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 ta. I can also clap it. Okay, so that gives us some idea of how it should sound. So when we go back and try it with the music, it'll be a little bit easier. I'm going to turn this up a little bit too. And of course I would continue to practice until it aligns with it, until I'm ready to perform it. And then I'm going to go here and click on New Track and make sure I'm on the R to record it, and then I would try it, okay, all the way through. Here we go. Right? I would go back and listen to it, make sure it sounds good. If I like it, that's when I can go ahead and go to save. And I'm going to call this, I can call it whatever I'm going to remember, so when I go to upload it, I have it down. Okay, and then after you save it, you're going to export it like we did before into a MP3, and from there you're going to upload that as well as your matrix sheet, which is this one, into the project. Okay, and that's what we're doing for today. Okay, so reach out with any questions outside of that, and wish you the best of luck, guys.